Big day today, and a big festival is coming up because we're celebrating 10 years of Sound City. Now, this is a strange location to do an interview, Dave Pitcherling. We're kind of stood on a mount next to Clarence Dock, which is the new location of Sound City, just next door to Bramley Moor Dock. So the Dockers Tower is still a big focal point, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the Dockers Tower will play an integral role, like it's become synonymous with
Sound
Sound
like
City.
the Sound City logo now, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. And I'm glad you see it like that because it's, and you know, we see it as breathing new life into what was once a very, very vibrant Docklands, really, you know. So the very fact that the Dockers clock has become an integral part of, 21st century history is fantastic, really, you know.
So big news, mate. We've got our lineup. The key headline acts have been announced. Let's talk through, because we've got an extra couple of nights celebrating this year. So Thursday night, what are we doing? It's on Clarence Dock. What can we expect?
On the Thursday evening, to kick off everything, the night before, our main conference, we welcome the Human League, Art of Noise, and A Certain Ratio. And they're all under the banner of pioneers of British electronic music, really. And so Human League will be performing all their hits, but as well as that, really focusing on those two amazing first albums, Travelogue and Reproduction. I think a lot of people quite rightly remember them for Don't You Want Me Baby and all that kind of stuff that went with it. But with this, we're wanting to roll out that, but we wouldn't be Sound City if we weren't having a nod to the influential first two albums that they had with Travelogue and Reproduction as well. So for real Human League fans, this is a real opportunity to hear them do some of the songs off those first two albums that they've not done for an awful long time. Art of Noise, the first show in 17 years, which is fantastic. And Certain Ratio, you know, one of Tony Wilson's former factory bands who signed at the same time as Joy Division and so on. So again, you know, bands with a real credence who helped to define British popular music.
Friday night, back on Clarence Dock. What can we expect?
We're doing the only European show, one of only 3 shows worldwide, of the Velvet Underground 50th anniversary of the Warhol, what's commonly known as the Warhol album. We're bringing John CALE back to Liverpool. He's putting together a stellar guest lineup for that concert, and that is going to be something that fills this whole area, you know, and brings something that is not just unique for Liverpool, but is unique as a worldwide concert, really. So we're immensely proud that we've made that happen, and we're immensely proud that we brought it to Liverpool.
He's doing a talk as well the next day, isn't he? So can anyone go to that who's got a festival ticket, or is that separate?
No, you can. The following day, yeah, John will be at the Sound City Festival as part of our In Conversation. We started this last year due to demand of people who were saying that they couldn't come to the conference and they didn't feel part of the wider music industry. So we brought in some of the bigger talks, some of the bigger In Conversation pieces into Sound City. And so John will be the keynote on the Saturday in the Sound City Festival. So anybody who's got a ticket for the festival on Saturday will be able to see that talk.
Okay, so that takes us then to daytime on Saturday. I'm sure there's tons more acts being announced up until between now and May, but we've got our headliners announced. Metronomy, I always get the name wrong.
Metronomy,
that's it.
Jay. Yeah, so Metronomy are headliners on the Saturday of Sound City proper. But along with that, you know, we've got the Kills, who've, you know, in Sound City Towers, we've been trying to get the Kills for the last, God, as long as I can remember doing this festival, really. So we're delighted that the first time we've got the Kills coming to Sound City. We've also welcoming Peaches back, and I think we've got Slaves on that day. So a really stellar lineup for the Saturday, along with over the 2 days, you know, around about 200 emerging bands from all around the world.
And talking of emerging bands, I was going to touch on this. I love it in Sound City when you meet or you watch a band for the first time, and 12 months later, literally, I'm talking Blossoms now, or they're everywhere. You know, number one albums, headlining festivals, left, right, and centre. That must be a good feeling for you to see that.
It's the best feeling in the world, you know. I think this year we're doing a programme that celebrates just some of the artists that we brought through. I mean, another one that we brought through, I think again we paid about £20 and a crate of lager, was Ed Sheeran, you know, who did 2 shows with us in the bumper. It's Sound City is a great place to discover your new favourite artist that you just don't know yet, really, you know.
You think every year, I can't do it again, no way, and you will, trust me, you will. Last night, Sunday night, we got a great band on, big following. We got the KOOKS headlining on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean the KOOKS, they are one of those bands that again has grown with Sound City really.
They've played before, haven't they?
They played twice before, yeah. So we wanted them back for the 10th year really. They've just come back with an amazing new album. The first time they played Sound City, they played in the bombed out church. I think they played to about 100 people in the bombed out church, however many people we could get in there with the health and safety at that time. Because I think people thought if you put any sound system in there, because we were the first ones to put it in, they thought the walls would fall down. But I think we know a bit better now. And then the second time they played in the garage in Wolstenholme Square. So we're delighted that we're bringing them back as our headliners this year. You know, they're back with a massive album. It's a great time for them, and you know, so it's a great way of celebrating our 10th year. A great lineup again for the Sunday, not least with White Lies as well, who's going to be taking the stage that day, along with a whole host of other great artists.
Gosh, She Drew the Gun, who are massive band now from the Wirral, we've seen grow and grow.
We love She Drew the Gun. They came with us to Sound City Korea this year, so you know it was great getting to know them as human beings as much as anything else, and what a lovely bunch of people they are. So it's great that they're back with us for Sound City and again for our 10th birthday. And you know, like you said, there's some amazing great bands coming out of Liverpool, Vril Society and so on, you know, that again will all be playing Sound City.
10 years, looking back, I want you to choose one moment that kind of sums up the 10 years so far for you in Sound City's history.
Oh, goodness me. For that spine-tingling moment, and because it was so difficult for us to move from our former home to the docks for the first year when we did it 3 years ago now, that flaming lips moment really, you know, particularly when that first confetti cannon blew out it blew out everything onto the audience. I think, you know, that
what
day
happened
really,
to the balloons once they deflated? We'll put images up of these balloons right now. Everyone knows what we mean. What happened to them? Have you got them in the office, kind of in a frame?
We didn't get them actually.
Brilliant.
I know, exactly. Yeah. No, we. I don't know what Wayne did with them that day. We all partied a little bit hard that night, so I think the balloons were the last thing on our mind, really, you know, at that particular moment.
If you get down to Brownlee-Moor Dock now, you might just see them floating in the Mersey or something. Well, listen, it's going to be a good one, mate. 10 years of Sound City, big celebrations, brand new site just next to the old one on Clarence Dock. It looks massive. So much fun to be had on there. Yeah. Give us them dates and tell us about tickets, Dave.
25, 26, 27th and 28th of May. Tickets go on sale this Friday, 9 a.m. We announced, everything's out there and announced now. And you know, just go to our website. You'll be able to find out how to purchase them. Get them quick though, because we're hoping they're going to sell out quick.
End of May. It's going to be amazing. Dave Pitcherlingy, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.